So it's your birthday. And to help you celebrate, someone's brought along balloons.
Happy birthday! We got you this thing.
What is it?
I don't know.
You tie it up and reach for some cake, but then your balloon floats off into the sky.
Farewell, whatever you were meant to be.
At some point, you've probably seen something like this happen. Or maybe you've even seen a whole lot of balloons let off on purpose. But have you ever wondered what actually happens to those balloons that drift off?
I think they might pop and then go into the ocean.
Maybe up into space.
Not really sure. Maybe the ocean or something.
Especially when the build-up's on.
Well, it turns out they often end up inside animals' stomachs. Let's follow this weird balloon on its journey to see how. Tests show helium-filled balloons will often get as high as 10 Ks before they expand too much and pop. They can travel quite a long way by then, and what goes up must come down. So that leftover rubbish falls back down to Earth. Sometimes as larger bits and sometimes as smaller bits. But large or small, it can be a big problem. Brightly coloured bits of plastic or rubbish often get munched by wildlife because they mistake it for food. And because popped balloon bits often drift out to sea or get washed there, it's a major problem for marine creatures too. For example, here on Australia's Lord Howe Island, researchers have found plastic inside around 2/3 of the island's seabirds. And a lot of that plastic is actually from balloons. All that rubbish is really bad for animals because it can get stuck in their stomachs and stop them from digesting food. Just last year, the CSIRO found balloons are one of the top 3 most harmful pollutants for marine wildlife. And with helium balloons regularly used for science, parties, commemorations, expeditions, and whatever this is, there is plenty of it out there causing problems. That's why some conservation and wildlife groups say it's time for helium-filled balloons to be banned. Or at least banned from outdoor events. And a new campaign headed up by Zoos Victoria says there are plenty of great alternatives to replace balloons.
We don't want to be the fun police, so what we're also doing is asking you to blow bubbles instead.
Yep, bubbles. And if they aren't your thing, they've also suggested paper balloons, flags or banners, candles, kites, bunting, or floating flowers as alternatives, because they'll all degrade much faster than plastic. So next time you have a party, maybe consider switching to one of these alternatives. It won't change how much fun you have, but it could give these guys reason to celebrate too. No balloons were harmed in the making of this story.